How do you design a game for the world's greatest console? Kate Henderson visited Video Game Maestro's Midway to check out their fantastic Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2. Caught up with the company's UK producer Metro Mustafa to see how the game was put together.
I think the PlayStation version just edges over the Dreamcast version in terms of the quality of the PS2 hardware. We were able to essentially bump up the polygon count. The characters look more realistic, the animations are smoother. We've got animations on the rope, lots of special effects, lighting, high quality textures. Ultimately it's an improved version. The characters are actually motion captured. What that essentially entails is that we use our motion capture studio, which is in our parent office in San Diego, and we're able to get real life animations, which we then build into a skeleton model, and that's when that model essentially gets turned into a polygon character. We smoothen out the edges, add the textures, and voila. A very small, talented team in our San Diego office basically came up with a concept of Ready to Rumble, and obviously created the sequel. There are a few characters in the game that are based on real live celebrities and people. As an example, Afro Thunder, he's well, my favorite in the game, and he's basically a real character. He's a real person, and he actually works in Midway. He actually approached us and he wanted to, participate, if you like, in the sequel of Ready to Rumble. And so we got together and collaborated with Michael, and he came into our motion capture studio and did all his moves, and we created a unique feel for his character. Essentially, the team got real boxes into the development community. We're asking questions, getting some feelers out, getting an idea of what we wanted to create, and essentially the theme of what we're trying to do with R2R2 was to create an arcade, immediately accessible, fun, impactful game. I think the PlayStation 1 still has a market. Admittedly, the PlayStation 2 is the next generation machine for Sony, and it will take precedence both for Sony themselves and indeed for developers alike. But I think there's still a market for the PlayStation 1 to succeed. We'll obviously look to improve on areas and to increase the audience capacity of the game as a franchise, and we will continue looking at opportunities to create a sequel. That's a little confidential right now. I can't say anything at this current stage, but if you carry on reading PSi-2, then I'm sure you'll find out